Hey, how are you? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly my personal plan for my business to scale to over $5 million in insurance premium, completely built from scratch. This has never bought any books, never inherited a book. My agency has sold every single policy that we have on the books, and I'm going to tell you exactly the next things that we're going to do to take it beyond 3-4 million, where we're at right now, to break 5 million over the next year in 2024. I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do and what you can also do to help grow your business if you're already in those initial stages of $1 million, 2 million, 3 million book of business that I believe are going to set you up for success and help you grow and beat those competitors and other insurance agents out there. And probably my competitors are watching this, and you can use these tips too to try to beat me, but we shall see. Let's see who wins in the end of the day. So let's dive into it. First off, guys, before I dive into the video, real quick shout out to Tudo. Boom, that's the lead system that we are using that is helping us grow to these new heights. But I'm going to tell you exactly the things that we're going to do. So let's dive into the first one. The first thing that I've come to realize is that you need a team to grow. You can't do this on your own. Big businesses and successful businesses are done with people working towards the same mission and having the same direction and goals and hard work put in on a daily, consistent basis. You can't do it alone. You need a team, so find good people, fill in your weaknesses, hire people that are better than you, and that will help you grow. And then it comes to delegating and putting the right people in the right seats. So that is key. So we need to advertise hiring. That's one thing we're going to do. Double down on our advertisement for hiring. So if you're watching this right now and you're looking for a job and you want to be working for a top agency in California, growing, successful insurance brokerage, hit us up, shoot me your resume. We're always looking to hire top quality talent. So boom, there's my little advertisement within my own video. Boom. Next thing, because we are hiring so many people virtually, this world has become a virtual world. Everybody's on their phones, everybody's on their computers. You need to have, or what we're going to do is we need to implement a stronger foundation of virtual training programs, because people need to be, if they are out of the state in Texas, Florida, New York, we need to make sure that they feel the culture, they feel they understand the processes, they know how to do things just as well if they were sitting here in my office. And the little things like being able to listen to their calls, reviewing their calls with them, picking up a couple of their phone calls, recordings, and listening, training one-on-one through a Zoom call where they can hear it, you can hear it, you could stop the call, correct them, hey, that was excellent, hey, you need to tighten this up, don't be using those kinds of words when you're making a sale. This is the time to ask for the order. Those kinds of tips and direction and coaching that you would do in person, you need to have that virtually. The next thing is that we're going to be doing is we're going to implement more sales training. So every single week we have a sales training that we do in our office that we pay for. We pay for top-notch people in the industry for training to help implement those sales strategies and tactics. It's one thing if they hear it from me all the time, this is how you do it, this is what I recommend, but when you hear it from somebody who's a professional, or you hear the same thing coming from another professional that's doing very well, then you start to register things a little bit differently. Like, okay, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should implement this. And the repetition and consistency is the key to sales training. You can't just do it once a week or once a month. 1 week yes, 1 week no. You have to keep it consistent. The training is something that builds people up, and the faster you can build people up, the faster your business will grow. One thing that we always want to do is implement better training for our own internal processes. So having very organized processes and procedures is key to growing any business. Look at the McDonald's example. If you've seen the movie The Founder, the McDonald's founder, the movie is called The Founder. Check it out. They have a process of how to efficiently streamline the making of their burgers and their fries and the different things in the McDonald's, and how to organize even just the actual shop so that it's the most efficient and maximize essentially money, because efficiency equals dollar sign. So be efficient, make more money. So having efficient training programs so that people know what to do, processes, procedures, and having it streamlined is going to make you more money. So I always believe efficiency will always win in anything. So be efficient. With being efficient is eliminating unnecessary expenses. Taking a look at all your expenses, listing them out, and seeing what can we reduce without actually hurting the overall growth of our business. One thing you might not want to pull back is marketing. Marketing is something that's getting you exposure. So that's probably an area you don't want to touch too much. Maybe there's some marketing that isn't necessarily working so well. Birthday cards or welcome cards, stuff like that. If it's costing you too much money, taking a look and auditing all your expenses and reviewing them, seeing where you can tighten things up, looking at places where you can double down, that is key also to efficiency. So knowing your numbers, knowing your accounting, tightening up your unnecessary expenses. I'm a big believer, spend money to make money. So it's hard for me to tighten up things. I'm always kind of like I struggle with it, but definitely check that out. Another thing I've realized is that leads are the bloodline of the insurance business. Having opportunities coming through the door constantly, consistently for your team to be able to sell is going to help you grow faster. So putting more money into marketing, that was one thing I really had to let go of, was the thought of like, okay, I'm only spending $5,000 a month. That's like my cap for marketing. And saying, you know what, forget the cap, forget the number of dollars I'm set to spend. The number of marketing dollars should be unlimited. It should be as much as I can physically, possibly in this business without going under, put money into marketing. We use Tudo, like I said, boom, there's Tudo again. Tudo to generate more leads. Pumping more money into more leads is always going to be beneficial if you have the right people to sell them, the right training for your people to make the sales. So that's where it all kind of ties together. But leads and opportunities are the bloodline of your business. So figure out how to generate more leads. Check out Tudo. Boom. It's super simple. The more you're able to increase your revenue, meanwhile keeping your costs low, is going to help your business grow. And that's the essential formula of a successful business. Revenues going up, expenses going down. That's not typically how it works. Usually expenses start to go up with your revenues as you grow because you're reinvesting. But keeping your expenses low, like I said, auditing your accounting, and then looking at the places and being aware, analyzing the places that are the most ROI positive for your energy, for your time, for your marketing dollars, and sales training and execution is going to be key. Having the right systems. What's going to help you close a couple more deals? Maybe putting another $10,000 into another system every month that's going to make you $15,000 a month. That's ROI positive in the long run. Looking at revenues going up, expenses going down. So our goal is to have 10 licensed salespeople in my agency before the end of the year in 2024. Our goal is to also have over $2 million in sales growth. So that means premium on the books. We want to grow by $2 million next year. That means at, let's just call it 12 to 15% commission. Let's call it 15% on the high side. That means we'll grow by $300,000 in commission. So 15% of 200,000, $2 million is $300,000 in commission. Most of that will probably go towards payroll for those team members that are making the sales. But as you know, this is an insurance residual business where we make the renewals. That comes back on the back end. If we have a 90% retention rate, that means 10% of it's gone, which means 10% of 2 million is 200K. So we'll lose 200K in the premium, but we will make 1.8 times the 15%. Don't have that calculation off the top of my head, but we will retain that on the back end. Our plan is to also double or triple down on the content. One thing that's been working super well on the content, and I just want to say shout out to everybody who's watching. Shout out to a friend of Kelly's, Jason. I hope you're watching this, man. And everybody who's watching in these videos, I want you to know what's happening behind the scenes of these videos. And I'm suggesting strongly to make content, get in front of your camera, get in front of and post stuff on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, every platform you physically can post on contextually towards those platforms. LinkedIn is very different than TikTok. Posting on those things regularly, consistently for years, months, years, that's what's really going to help build your brand. It's going to build, the branding with people, so people are going to see, remember you. They're going to think of you more often. They're going to refer people to you. You're going to get new business, new leads coming to you from people that you're reaching. These videos last forever. They can watch you for years and years, and they can always refer back to them. And it is just a beautiful way. And I'll tell you right now what's happening with my content. It's reaching so many insurance agents that insurance agents are now, so not only is it reaching people I know, people are going to come to us, refer to us, get new business, but now as maybe some of you watching this, insurance agents are watching this, they're wanting to now work for Adelphia. So Adelphia is attracting now talent for insurance agents to grow the team virtually or in person. Meanwhile, we're also generating so many leads that we're able to now supply leads to salespeople who are helping grow the business. So it's become this beautiful storm of the content reaching the right people as far as insurance agents, and also audiences that are people that need insurance or just see the branding and refer business to us. So it's this combination of leads and also a source of team members that are going to join our team. And hopefully by the time you're watching this, we already have 10 salespeople. Right now we have 5, but we're hoping to have 10 and maybe even more. And eventually the goal is long run, over 200 salespeople working with Adelphia. We want to break $10 million book of business. That's in the long-term goal. Right now it's to break the 5 million. We're getting close. So that's where the content comes in. You can educate people, you help people, you build rapport, you build brand. People want to work for you. You're going to get more leads. It's a great overall net win for everyone. So make content. I highly recommend it. Even if it's just introducing yourself and putting yourself out there or just posting regularly, highly recommend doing it. It's worked very, very well for me, thank God. But I've also been extremely consistent and put a lot of work and time and energy into it. So that's that. Definitely going to double, triple down on the content, and also taking long form content, putting it into short form content, because even this quick video right now could be a short. You're probably watching this as a short, that I'm filming this 30-minute video and putting it into these 30 seconds, that you realize that it can work to make more content and chop it up and reach more people and get more views. Attention is the asset, and that is how you grow a business, by getting attention, getting opportunities, and leads through your door. Another thing is that we're really doing is holding team members accountable. So having weekly meetings as a team to just check in on everybody, make sure everybody's following processes. One thing is, it's great to have processes and throw them up there for everybody to use, but a very important part is holding team accountable. So being a leader, checking in with your people, saying, hey, how's everything going? Putting them first, putting their success first, because ultimately their success is the business success. And I'm a big believer, as the tide rises, all ships go together. So building up and checking in with your team, making sure they're held accountable to processes, and having those team meetings, those huddles, where you can all come together and say, hey, this is working, this isn't working. What happened last week? Why didn't you follow that process? And holding team accountable is extremely important. One-on-one meetings are really, really important. Checking in with your team, making sure they're happy, if there's anything you can do for them. And like I said, being a leader, what I've come to realize is putting your team first always is the most important thing. It will benefit you in the long run. In the short run, it always feels like you're giving, and you always get the short end of the stick. But the great thing is that I'm a big believer, just do good for others, and good will come to you in the long run. So that's my belief. Build people up, hold them accountable, and be a great leader. Don't be a pushover. Lay down the law when you need to, and there's also a level of respect for that too. It's like, this is the way we do things. Either you're in or you're out, So that's important. With that, also another thing that I've realized is helping your team not only just be accountable, but be efficient with their own time management. Like looking at what your individual team members kind of work style is and organizational style, and prioritizing the things that are going to make them the most money, because whatever makes them the most money also makes the business the most money. So making sure that they're taken care of, and they're organizing and prioritizing the top 3 things every single day. Like, these are the top 3 things I need to do today that's going to be the most important thing, the most revenue generating activity, and they're doing that on a consistent basis. You don't want a team member going through the day not knowing what's the most important. Maybe I'll do a couple things here, maybe I'll do a couple things there. Having a little list, 3 things. These are the top 3 things. These are all my to-do list, 10, 15 different things, but these are the top 3 that no matter what, before I leave the day today, I need to get them done. And what I always recommend is doing the most difficult thing first in the morning. Knocking the hardest thing out in the first thing in the day will set you up already in a vibe, in a momentum, that something that you're getting a good start to the day, and the hardest thing is already out of the way. It's a key, it's a little hack that really helps you have a really productive day. And as always, one of the most important things is cross-selling inbound accounts. So insurance is such a service-based business. People are constantly calling for service needs, and our habit as an insurance agent is to take those calls and be like, sure, sir, yeah, I'll change your car, or I'll adjust this deductible, or I'll take your payment for you. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you soon. God bless. Happy New Year. Blah, blah, blah. But really, that's such a great opportunity to check in with them. Be like, sir, while I have you on the line, one of the things that we love to do for our customers is just do a quick review with you, just to make sure you understand what kind of coverage you have, and if there's anything missing. So real quick, let me take a look. I see you have the home. See, it's not a question like, sir, do you have a minute? Can I review with you? It's just straight into it. Sir, while I have you, I see you have the home and the auto, and it looks like you got $1 million liability. One thing that we do recommend, are you still comfortable, first off? Are you still comfortable with the $1 million? Does that sound like good coverage? Are you okay with that? Any questions? Does that make sense? Perfect. Now, Mike, one of the things we always recommend for anybody who owns their home and has 3 cars and 2 young drivers is having at least a $1 million umbrella based on your financial income and assets. Would you be open to getting a quote for your umbrella? They're usually like $300 or $400 a year. Boom, that's a great opportunity to cross-sell inbound accounts. So not only is it the right thing, it's a good thing for the business, it helps you sell another policy and make a little more commission, but it is ultimately the right thing for your customer, and your duty as an insurance agent is to review and suggest and advise people on the exposures that are out there for insurance. You may be watching this and you're like, Chris, you're just trying to make another sale. You're just trying to sell, make a little more commission and grow your book. Yes, without a doubt. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I'm not trying to grow my business. Of course, I'm trying to grow my business and make more sales. But I truly, to the bottom of my heart, I truly feel that is what I would do for my grandma, my mom, my dad, anybody out there. I would do those things to try to help them make sure that they're protected. If there was an accident where, God forbid, they hit a biker or somebody on a bike and that person couldn't walk for the rest of their lives, that's not going to be $100,000, $300,000, $400,000 insurance claim that you have on your insurance, and most people have on your insurance. You probably have that on your insurance right now. That's going to be $1 million, $2 million. They're going to sue you. They're going to go after your assets. They're going to go after anything in your bank, and possibly even garnish your wages when it becomes really, really serious. They actually take a percentage of your wages for the remainder of your life. So a lot of people out there are going to hate in the comments, say insurance is a scam, blah, blah, blah. We've all heard it. It's great. It's a scam until you're in an extremely bad situation where there's lawyers serving you paperwork and you're sitting there in a deposition with a bunch of lawyers, and they're all looking at your assets and your financials and asking you, what really happened when you took the text message, looked down at your phone, and you were negligent in accidentally paralyzing somebody. So you don't think it happens to you until it does. Knock on wood. God forbid that ever does happen. But that's my job. I want to sleep well at night knowing that I've suggested these things to my customers and made sure that they're aware of the potential dangers and exposures in the world that are realities. So ultimately, that is our goal. That is what I'm going to be doing to grow my business here in the next year in 2024. I believe that's going to push us over the $5 million book of business mark. And that is just going to continue to snowball as we keep pouring more money and more reinvesting into the business. It's been 5 years, guys. I started this business when I was 21, straight out of college in 2018. I'm now 27, going into 2024, almost 6 years in the business. Every single year, I don't know how many people realize what I've taken home personally. I've taken very, very little out of the business myself for my personal income. I've almost poured, I can't show tax returns on here, and I'm not going to show tax returns, but I've paid myself extremely little money over the last 5 years, and I'm fine with it. I'm honestly very comfortable with where I live, what I have. I'm just blessed to even be playing this game and this opportunity to be running a business of this size at a young age. It's an asset as well, which is an amazing thing. If I ever decided I wanted to sell the business, I could totally do that too. I don't plan on it. Not saying that. But that is another reality too. You're building an asset, which is great. So if you're interested in growing an insurance agency, hit me up. I'm happy to share my experiences. Also be ready to stomach a lot of the difficulties that come with growing an insurance agency. It's not as glamorous and cool as it may look for me on Instagram or on YouTube sometimes. There's a lot of difficulties, even building teams, being a leader, expenses, managing the finances and the expenses, closing big deals, losing customers, ups, downs. The market is one of the hardest markets ever in insurance right now. So that's another challenge in itself, but we've pivoted. So being a good business operator is an underestimated skill. You may or may not have those skills. I do believe it's something you can learn. A lot of it comes with failures and mistakes, errors, and being okay with them and not, going completely crazy, because there's a lot of work and, I've told my team this, there was a period of time where even like a couple months where I was constantly having dreams about insurance policies. Like I would wake myself up at like 3 a.m. literally going through these crazy random dreams of people's insurance coverage and their deductibles, and they weren't even real policies, but they were just, my brain was just analyzing policies and insurance coverages in my sleep. So that tells me that I've gotten to the point where I'm completely obsessed, completely sent on this mission, and I'm very happy for it. So that's all I got. If you do want to hit me up, talk to me, chriscostantini.com. You can talk to me directly. I do consulting one-on-one if you need consulting. I also have an in-person package that we just released where I will actually go to your office and go to your location anywhere in the United States. I will personally go there for 3 business days and help you set up your business and your agency, strategize, plan, set up the right systems, give you my best advice, what I would do if I were you, help you try to get appointed. Getting appointments are completely out of my hands, guys. I can give you the best guidance I could possibly give you, but I can't ultimately give you appointments, so please don't expect me to get you a direct contract with a company. That's something that you need to make sure you have lined up. Alliances are a great solution, but I will go there 3 days, help you out. I really do believe that getting set up can really, expedite a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, and kind of give you that one-on-one consulting and coaching that you need, that I really believe will ultimately, first off, save you a ton of money, because you're going to spend months making errors if you don't seek the right mentorship and the right guidance. And also with that, anybody who does kind of do one of the more advanced packages with me, I give you my cell phone. You can hit me up anytime, text me, call me. Obviously, I'm running my own business, but I'm pretty good at responding to people and getting answers quickly back to people. And I think it can make you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run with the right guidance. So seek out mentorship, even if it's not me. Hit up somebody is very good at insurance or can help you grow your business, and take them out to lunch, buy them lunch, take them out. And that's been instrumental to me. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff is a great buddy of mine. He's taught me a lot about growing his business. He was a year or two ahead of me, and he grew very, very quickly, and he taught me a ton of stuff, saved me thousands of dollars in errors that I would have made for hiring, firing, training, sales, countless stuff that's made me thousands of dollars. Surrounding yourself with the right people is the key to success. So find the right people, look at your friends, ask yourself, are they really people that I want to be around or helping me get to the next level? Or are they just taking from me all the time and they're really just sitting around doing a bunch of nothing? That's all I got. Hit me up if you need some help. Happy to help out, guys, and we'll see you guys. You guys know where. We'll see you at the top. Peace.